all my life to evade the misconceptions and find a place to live between the negatives and positives.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Trae Young is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Lillard attacking. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Young against Doncic. Davis with a screen on Young. Durant in the corner. Over LeBron. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And so Young will bring it up for the West All-Stars. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Nash. Now, he was modest. He thinks the success he's had as a coach is because of the players he's gotten to work with this season. He said, I'm surrounded by talent. The guys who actually have to go out there on the court and get it done deserve the respect. And, Kevin, this is why so many of his players respect him.
Thank you, David.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Lillard. Again, the West All-Star.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Durant deciding where to go with it. And here's Harden for 3. That one misses. Now the West All-Stars the other way. James with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Lets it go from 11. Young, no good. Not a fast start here for the East All-Stars. It's a 5-point game. Harden kicks to Davis. Durant in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
I think we're all aware of Durant's in-the-gym range as a shooter. I mean, seriously, I don't think there's a shot he can't make.
Here's Lillard. Oh!
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one would be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Davis. Here's Giannis. Trying to get open is Davis. And Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
You know, gifted with what seems to be a limitless reach, the Greek Freak can get to offensive rebounds that most others only think about getting to.
Harden against Lillard. Harden dishes to Giannis. Takes the 13-footer, and the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lillard with a screen for Young. On the money from 12 feet away. Young's got his second basket of the game.
And I love how aggressive Young is. Consistent at looking for his shot and at times using that mid-range to be effective.
Doncic passes to Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And here's Davis for three. Doesn't go that time. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Here's Young. The offensive rebound. Pass to LeBron. They shoot again. And Davis sends it back.
No, sir. Don't bring that in here. AD having none of that. What an imposing figure he is defensively.
A shot by Harden. Wide open. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's Lillard missing. And KD's got the ball here for the East All-Stars. Yep, that one goes. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
And there's the pass to Jokic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop, but he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Doncic with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Giannis. Poked away. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. The West All-Stars making a switch here. George is checked in. Here is Durant. 5 points in the game. Over George. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Jokic against Durant. Jokic, no good. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Antetokounmpo finds Harden. From deep three-point range, Jokic grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Here's Giannis following the basket by LeBron James. Davis has the open look. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Pass to Jokic. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And the shot is long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
From 17 feet out, and the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Here's George. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Doncic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lillard against Harden. Durant in the corner. Drills it from outside.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. Chris Middleton comes in for James. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Lillard. And it's Mitchell in for Trae Young. Lillard's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Holiday against Mitchell. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Christian Wood. First personal foul. Middleton.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the East All-Stars.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Towns sets the pick for Holiday. Towns kicks to Wood. Passes it to Beal. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Takes a step back. For 3, Mitchell. That one's not going to go. East All-Stars on offense. Towns, the pass to Beal. Here's Wood. Tatum trying to break free. Wood can't hit. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
George does not need a lot of space to get his shot off, and he's become quite proficient in the mid-range.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. To the left side wing. Left side, Towns. Gobert with the block. Tries again, and that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for George.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Here's Middleton. Again, the West All-Star.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Holiday looking for an opening. They need this one. That shot is off. Great D that time from Adebayo. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Substitution.
And no need to rush on a situation like that. That's just giving away a possession.
Zach LaVine's checked in for the East. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. Holiday, the pass to LaVine. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Here's Booker. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Gobert against Tatum. Levine kicks to Holiday. A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Wood, that's a two-pointer. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Booker against Holiday. Mitchell wide open. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Pass to Wood. Tatum on the wing. Over Middleton. Tatum no good. Levine against Booker. Over Levine. No good from Booker. Holiday against Mitchell. On the wing, Levine. Shoots a fader. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Tatum against Middleton. Shoots from the elbow. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
You know, right there, you see some of the old-school mid-range game that Tatum has in his bag.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Antetokounmpo out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
To the paint, here's Adebayo. And good that time. Adebayo's got the lead up to 12 now for the West All-Stars.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Doncic with the bucket.
Doncic is such a confident player. He knows he can fire off the catch whenever he wants to.
Young outside. And Davis sends it back. Doncic outside. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And here's Levine. No points in the game yet for him. Doncic passes to Levine. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Left side, Levine. Just 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Levine showing you good effort that time, not allowing the foul to stop him from getting the shot off.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of this game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Substitution on the
You
court.
can tell Levine has a real enthusiasm and flair for the offensive end of the floor. I mean, he loves to fill it up, but what he loves even more is taking off for one of his spectacular dunks.
Catching up on changes for the West, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Jokic subbed in for Mitchell.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
There's the pass to Jokic. And here's Young from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Young's got 11 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Over in the corner, Doncic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The East making a switch. Beal's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Are you kidding me? And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Ingram against Butler. Embiid with the steal. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
That is his first foul of the game.
Foul.
So the
First team
timeout
foul.
taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Timeout West All-Stars.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. From deep, George drops in the tray. George has got 7.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Davis, and he comes up with the deuce.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The kick out to Young. Kept alive, Embiid. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Substitution on
Well, the
court.
defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
And I remember watching Embiid in college. You know, he was hurt that 1 year he played in college, so you didn't see a lot of him. But his development has absolutely been incredible. He didn't just get better over the course of the season. A lot of times he'd improve over the course of a single game and even within a game.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Embiid kicks to Lillard. Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Giannis. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Durant's checked in for the East. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lillard. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to Butler. Now Giannis. From the arc. Jokic grabs the miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here are the East All-Stars now, down by 15. Feeds to Beal. Over Embiid. And Embiid with the block.
Look at how well Embiid uses his size on defense there, swatting down the shot and doing it with authority.
Offensive rebound. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
First one falls for him. James checked in for the West. So he gets them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Outside for Beal. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
During the seeding games in the 2020 bubble, Damian Lillard carried the Blazers to the playoffs. I mean, Dame averaged 37 a game. That included a ridiculous 61-point explosion.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Harden's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now here's Beal. Giannis' screen on Lillard. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 5.
And people thought Beal was just a shooter out of college, but he rounded out his game when he learned how to finish through contact.
Here's James. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Harden, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Jokic against KD. Over Jokic. Good on the 13-footer. 10 points for him.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Here's Lillard. Open and close and nails it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Harden launches it from deep. The West All-Stars pull it in. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Kicks it to Lillard. Embiid with the screen on Beal. Here's Lillard. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here's Harden for 3. Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You got to love the heart that Giannis has. I mean, it's just on full display how he loves his team, he loves his community, he loves playing the game, and he really always makes an extra effort to help and support other people. He's an impressive young man.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Durant, and it's Drew Holiday in for Beal.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jimmy Butler. Booker finds Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And if he gets looks that plainly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the West All-Stars.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league. Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Middleton against Holiday. A floater. They get it back. Kicks it down to Middleton. Booker outside. Takes it inside. Drops it in from 11 feet.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Middleton against Tatum. Over Middleton. And that one hits back iron.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Harden. Antetokounmpo's got 13.
From role player to MVP, Giannis is improving his upper body strength. Has really been a factor in his overall development.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The West All-Stars have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Free throw good from Lillard.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Adebayo is checked in for LeBron. The free throw is good from Lillard.
And no secret here. This is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws. And they're having a great second quarter at the line.
Towns sets the pick for Harden. Driving to the basket. That one goes in. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
Harden is one of the most lethal penetrators in the game and excels at finding lanes to the rim.
And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Holiday against Lillard. Outside Tatum. Over Middleton. Tatum no good. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Pass to Adebayo.
2 minutes left. 2.
That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
And Giannis out of the Kumbo throws. Down home.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Again, the West All-Star.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Here's Harden on the wing. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. And the East All-Stars call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Both can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Wood, he's checked in for the East. Bean comes in for James Harden. The West also making some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for Gobert. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Lillard. Tatum, no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
How about during his 3rd season, Bam Adebayo took the leap, named an All-Star for the first time. Bam was huge in the 2020 bubble, helping the Heat reach the NBA Finals.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. And Middleton kicks to Booker. Levine against Mitchell. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by Wood. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Holiday. And he drives in. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo, an athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
The East All-Stars have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And he knocks down the first one on the court. And Towns drops them both.
As a young man, Towns was as impressive as a student as he was as an athlete. I mean, he graduated high school with almost a 4.0 GPA, and in his last semester at Kentucky, he did have a 4.0 GPA, and that was studying kinesiology. That's no easy major, folks.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the West All-Stars running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.